Hello, June. I welcome your many inspirations. And one such inspiration I'll be sharing here is the nothingness of it all. Another inspiration I'll be sharing is also on the subject of critic or criticism. But first, the nothingness of it all. By nothingness, I mean that point where there are no more opportunities, there are no more like logical choices, where rationale does not stand a chance, where the right thing has no hold, just absolute nothingness, basically the void, the darkness, the unknown. The fear of the unknown plagues so many of us, myself included. It used to plague me, and I wouldn't say it has totally gone, but I would say I'm not plagued by it anymore. I can observe myself experiencing the fear of the unknown and still know that I'm going to face that unknown. I'm going to step into the unknown, which is what I intend to intentionally do in June. I am stepping into the unknown. Like, what lies beyond all of this safety? Like, what has been the safety? What has logic been saving me from all this while? So far, there is nothing to show for it. There's nowhere logic has gotten me to. There's nowhere fear has, or the fear of fear has gotten me to. Oh, what if you miss out on your friends? Like the fear of staying back one more year after I failed my post UME and deciding, if I stay back one more year, my life will be put on hold. Let me just go to any school that's available. And I went to this school. The purpose I went for the school, like the degree I was pursuing in that school, is completely null and void now. After dropping out from school and coming back home, from the abroad, the fear of what are you going to do with your life now, just sitting at home, the thing you want to do, the career you want to pursue, the artist, the dreams of being an artist that you feel like you want to pursue now that you're back home from the abroad, and you have no plan, you have no way of starting it. Are you just going to sit down and let your life waste away? No. Let's not let your life waste away. Let's not end up as a nobody without a college degree, without a university degree. Let's go to school. And then I went to the school. And I'm done with the school after 4 years. And the school degree is doing nothing for me. It has done nothing for me so far. And now the present one of, look for a job, use your degree, your nice degree, to look for a job and all of that. It doesn't hold weight in this economy anymore, because now apparently the thing is, nobody cares about what you studied in school. Nobody cares about what I fucking studied in school. So I should look inside and find something that I want to do and fine tune it and hone it into this level of expertise where I would be useful to a company in form of a job, in the role of a job. And like 4 years before this, 4 years, I'm not counting NYC and all of that, but 4 years before all of this, when I was saying I wanted to follow what was inside my heart, like the fear of not having a plan, or not even knowing what was inside my heart, is what made me pursue this degree now that everybody's saying nobody cares about your fucking degree, or nobody fucking cares about your degree or what you studied in school. Everybody wants to know what you have on the inside, what you. And I'm like, at this point, enough is enough. June is about enough being enough. If you don't believe, if you don't believe in my nothingness, I want you to be quiet. I want you to shut up and leave me alone. And I'm not saying this to some outward external person. I'm saying this to myself, basically. What is beyond this great fear of not taking this opportunity that is appearing before you and ignoring your own personal voice, ignoring the voice of the inside? You know, what lays in that place of the unknown? The unknown for me is a place where I have no plans, I have no goals. I cannot tell you a skeleton of an idea of something that I want to do. I can't give you any of that. I can't give myself any of that. I can't even put it on paper. But I know I have this, I have always known for the longest time, even before I finished secondary school, I've always known that there would be a great unknown I have to face. And it's only great because I have put it off for so long, and I have I've allowed the voices of the outside, the external voices. I said it in that my main video that the voices of the outside, the external, will no longer hold place in my life anymore going forward. And here I am in June, and it's so beautiful to see that is being my inspiration. Nothingness. I'm holding on to the nothingness that is my inside, that is me, that is I am. Okay, I'm holding on to that, and I'm trusting in it. I am following it steadfastly outside of this external. I am letting go of the external. And that brings me to the second part of criticism or critique. Somebody kindly suggested that, they wanted to give me a tip for editing and all, and I was like, you know what, no. No thank you. And they're like, no, it's just I was like, no. The thing about critique is that, the thing about human beings in general is that we don't recognize how unique we are, because we have all been shoved into boxes that we somehow see each other in. Like, I'm in this box and you're also in this box, so you think we're the same. You get me? Well, the real enemy is the box. We are nothing alike. Okay, for you, where critique might improve you or blow your ideas into more of what you want to see, even your idea into what is in your head, like making it come to life. Critique might be helpful to you, and I'm not denying critique. I'm just saying, I want to say it, that critique is not for everybody. Okay, we are all very unique, and for me, critique is a hairline. What do you call this thing? This mind that go off when you step on it. What they call it? Critique is just a hairline trigger for me. It triggers the perfectionism, the strain, the virus of perfectionism that is in me. And once that perfectionism virus is blown out, I explode. There's an explosion of self-hatred and paralyzing self-doubt. Self-hatred and paralyzing self-doubt, in the sense that if what I'm doing does not come out of, if what I'm doing does not reach perfection status, like on an instant, the moment it comes out of me, that means my entire being is a failure. That means everything I am is a failure, is a failing already. You get? And that is so illogical. It makes zero sense. Every critique that is also being made is made based off of reference of someone else's growth, somebody else that has grown to that point, somebody else that have failed so many times and reach a level of perfectionism that is considered ideal in the society. You make your critique based off of that person's perfection level or level of perfection to somebody that is still finding their footstep, somebody like me. So I just want to say that going into the unknown, I don't want advice in that sense, and I also don't want critiques. Okay, I am just doing what the hell I want, and I'm going to keep doing it. Let's see what happens with my bumbling, awkward videos. Let's see where being myself, unfiltered, unedited, let's see where it goes. And I'm not even bothered about where it goes, because I'm not doing it for where it goes. I'm doing it so that this thing in my heart will be satisfied. I'm doing it first for the sake of doing it. Why am I making videos? I'm doing it just for the sake of making it. I remember years ago when I started my channel, I was so eager because I was like, everybody watch my videos, and I'll put it on WhatsApp or other social medias, and I'll be like, oh, watch my video, please watch my video. And they watch my videos, and obviously they don't like it because it's very unrefined, it's very fresh. That's what I'll say. It was very fresh and awkward. I don't know if it, I don't know that it has reached any level of betterness compared to then, but then the people that would now watch the video like begrudgingly because, oh, they know me or something, and then they watch it, and then I'm like, okay, so what do you think of the video? And then they start listing faults, listing their own, and it was help. Like, I recognize their kind intention because I also asked for it. I asked for it, so I recognize their well-intentioned advice, how they mean to, help me be better. But that they are coming from the ideals that they've seen of other channels, other bigger, better channels, prettier channels, and they are coming to me that I just started, and they're like, you suck, you better, like, just basically, you suck, like, don't bother, because there is no way all of those suggestions I could fulfill them. Like, I was just starting out, I barely had 1 naira to my name or 1 kobo, and they'll be like, oh, you should get lighting, oh, you should get so sitting area, so area for your videos to look great and all. And it's like, I live with my family, okay, there is no such area in the house. You have to, like, before you can even create such an area that you dedicate without somebody else trampling on it, because it's not your personal space, it's a family house, you get. So all of that just made the idea of making videos seem like this impossible feat, for me, and I gave up. Like, I didn't even need to see, even though I was getting, compared to now, I was even getting more views than you get with my regular uploads, but it felt like I was pouring water into a basket. That was the critics, all the suggestions, the advice made me feel like, I felt like I was a failure right from the gate, and I should not bother even doing anything, you get. And I never mentioned this to them because what, I asked for it, and they were very helpful. So now, and that's why I left my YouTube for so long. If you check the date of this channel, it's like almost 10 years now, yeah. And I've not done anything, like, I've not done anything substantial in that whole 10 years framework. It's just been a long period, an extended period of complete absence, you get, because of the fear of, because of the paralyzing self-doubt that all those critiques and suggestions put me under. When I was making covers and I didn't have a mic and this and that, people would be like this, that, and it was like, I kept on hearing their voices, I kept on seeing, even like, my hearing their voice was even just an excuse. Having all those equipment was just an excuse, because there was already the issue of perfectionism from the inside, you get. And so if the issue of perfectionism is coming on the inside, what will it do? To look for any excuse to look for any excuse to fail, any excuse to show you that you can never be perfect, even though you are suffering from perfectionism. You think suffering from it will make you see how to be perfect, but no, it doesn't show you how to be perfect. It just condemns you and makes you not try, not even move an inch, because you are a failure already. That's what perfectionism does. So going forward in June, I reject every form of critique. I don't want to hear it. I don't need to hear it. I can do without it. Let's just see where this takes me. Lots of people that you admire their channels today, or lots of people that are doing things that you want to do today that are so good and so big and all of that, you weren't there when they started, okay? They came from somewhere, they started from somewhere, okay? And it has taken processes that nobody can see, that nobody could have seen or even noticed their sufferings of trying to be better than they were, you get. But what you just see is the finalized details, the idealized form, and then you see that you begin to think that, oh, it is normal that when you start you reach this point. That's a lie. That's a freaking lie. Nobody comes out like that. And some people be like, oh, but that was their first video and they did so awesome. Like, or maybe the voice in your head goes, oh, that was their first video and they did so perfectly well. And it's like, well, beyond YouTube, they've been doing other things in their real life that camera has not, like, they have not filmed or put for people to watch. Do you get? And they have failed several times. And the thing about doing stuff is that it's not the thing you are doing that makes it that thing. It's like your whole life. There's no separation. Everything is just meshed in together. So all the things you learn, the failures you experience, all the old learning curves you had, maybe in just education alone, it can reflect in you making a channel, it can reflect you running a business, it can reflect in you having a relationship, it can reflect in you making a career out of something that is seen as nothing. You get? So there's no separation that, oh, because this person is doing well on YouTube, they must have been really good in YouTube specific categories. No, 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 they might be really good in maths, you know, and the experience with maths, you know, from kindergarten to whatever age they are, like school wise or education levels, might reflect in the videos that they make. Okay, and they might not even be aware of it. Do you get? They might be like, oh, I didn't even mean to. Most of them say things like, oh, I didn't even know my channel would blow this big, you know, I didn't know I would have such a huge community. And it's like, yeah, true, like it's unconscious, but it doesn't mean that things have not been going on behind the scenes. It doesn't mean that you don't have an expectation of success, you know. So anyways, the thing of June is that what happens, you know, I am like a show of what happens when you step into the nothingness, when you step into the void. Will the void speak back to me? I don't know. Does the void have helpful growth plans? I don't know. Does the void have advice from? I don't know, bro. I'm just in the void right now, and I see no light, I see no movement, I see nothing. Okay, I'm just in the void. And the funny thing is, in the void all of your senses collapse, so I'm not even aware of anything. I'm just in the void. Okay, let's just see what will happen, you know, in the void. Let's see what happens when you step into the void. And that's what June is. June is like my first step forward, accepting void, accepting nothingness, accepting the breakdown of everything that I have known to be true and correct and logical and rational. Yeah, so I'm excited for the week actually, because there are so many. I just have like different ideas I want to try, new ideas I want to try, and I'm not going to say them because I don't want to, you know, jump the gun or whatever. I might change my mind tomorrow, you know. Whatever happens tomorrow is tomorrow's business. So but for today, I have so many exciting ideas that I want to put forward, like in this week's upload. So look forward to surprises, I guess. Yep. So bye bye.